Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy end of month. Hopefully it was a good month for everybody in learning and making gains, I guess. I'm just going over the chart for this morning. I had a look earlier, but just going to quickly review with you guys. One of the key things that ICT reiterates time and time again is that the morning after a long run or a big run, don't trade. So I'm going to be tape reading this morning. I don't know if I'll see anything that's worth trading. It might just chop around, but ICT says that after a big run, don't trade the next morning, at least wait for the afternoon. But being that it's Friday, I don't like trading Friday afternoon, so I won't be live streaming this afternoon. I'll just be here for a little while this morning, tape reading, and seeing maybe there might be an opportunity for a quick scalp. But other than that, the week is done for me and the month is done. Also, just wanted to mention that next week is non-farm payroll. And non-farm payroll, usually Monday and Tuesday are okay to trade, but I won't be trading Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And again, that's I'm just going with guidance of ICT when it comes to non-farm payroll. Last month, oh my God, the price action was just so wicky and big retracements, really deep retracements. It was just really hard to put a stop loss in a reasonable place. I just kept getting stopped out. So now I don't want to trade non-farm payroll the last 3 days of the week. So anyway, just wanted to share that with everyone. And let's just take a look at the chart right now. It's 9:02. So we've had some great price action the last few days of the month. These big limousines are going downtown. So this yesterday was a big day. What I've done is I've added to my chart this daily CIBI, and I've taken my Fibonacci and put the levels on here. We could continue down. This is a level here, 2243, that I have marked on my chart, and I'll show you why shortly. But we could continue down, or we could have a slight retracement back up to the 50% level of this imbalance. So I've put that on my chart as an area of interest. Also noticed this morning that every time the day after all of these big movements here, look how price has just come right back up into that CIBI, touched it, and then reversed again. This one right back up, reversed. This was the anomaly. This was Wednesday, and we dropped again. So we might tap into this today and then continue dropping. We don't know, but it's nice to at least discuss the possibilities of what may happen. So that's what I have on the daily. Just bringing this over. I have this area here marked, which I said is 2249, and we're on the NASDAQ, futures NASDAQ. Hey, Ilovino 3. Nice to see you this morning. Thanks for joining. Just reviewing the chart this morning. This is an area of interest. We have multiple touches here, so that to me is an important sell side. So I have that marked on my chart. And the area that we're currently at or just below is this area here, this wick here. We've had sort of multiple touches in this area where we're currently at. So again, I'm interested to see whether we continue to see price drop down to this level down here, if it's seeking sell side this low, or if we get, it's Friday, we might get that Friday bounce up to 25 or 50% of this CIBI. Overnight action is bearish. Okay, so going down to the 4 hour. take these off and I'm going to put those back on in a second, just so I can see the wicks. Little tip and trick I did with my candles is I don't like looking at red candles. I don't know, it just makes me think of taking losses or something. But what I did on my green candles, you can change your green candle, just the wicks, to black, and then you can see them better on your chart. So when it wicks up into an area, it seems to be a little sharper. So you can try that. Just go into settings and change your wicks to black on both color candles. So down here on the 4 hour, we've got this imbalance, but I'm just going to leave the daily imbalance here with these levels. We never did touch this opening range gap from Tuesday, February 25th, so that remains on my chart and will remain until price returns to that. You know, who knows when that could be. It could be next week or it could be next month. Okay, I'm going to go down to the 1 hour. Now we get a little bit more detail. So lots of imbalance in here. I've put Asia low and Asia high, London low, and London high on my chart this morning. Just clean up all of this from yesterday. So last night, Asia ranged, which is great. So the job of Asia is to engineer liquidity. So we've got liquidity above and below Asia. That's why it's important to identify any higher time frame PD arrays that price may want to tap into and then change direction. And even London was fairly lethargic, which again, from what ICT shares with us, that's to be expected after a day that has a big range. And we can see that early morning pre-market, we've been ranging here. So really when we look at this type of price action through the night, you know, it may continue into this morning. We may just have a rangy kind of morning. Hey, good morning, guys. Anomalous training and Wasim trades. A day off for me, I'm bearish. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to take a day off today. I'm just here tape reading with you guys. If I see a break and retest scalp this morning, but I'm not, you know what, it's Friday, it's end of the month. I had a great day yesterday. Why, you know, why not just end the week on a good note? But anyway, we're here. Let's just go through the motions here. Okay, so down to the 5 minute. I just want to put in my vertical lines and find where midnight was. I always like to see midnight at midnight to see what price action is, because I want to sell if we're above midnight and I want to buy if we're below midnight. And then I'm going to find that first candle right here. This is midnight. So on the 5 minute, we can see that this is midnight, this blue horizontal line, vertical line here, and here's our horizontal line. For the first part of the overnight, we're above midnight, then we drop below it, then we come above it, then we're up and down, up and down, up and down. So this is an indication for me that, you know, price is ranging. It's not really definitive. Remember yesterday, we had been above midnight for the entire overnight, and that's why I was bearish. That's a really good indication If we're above midnight for most of the overnight, we can expect a bearish move, and then the opposite is true. But looking at this today, this is just very rangy. So I've put my 15-minute buy side and sell side in. This is London low. I maybe move this down to Asia, and I'll put in my London low. We've got our settlement price from yesterday, our 414 candle from yesterday, and price has literally been returning to that level. So there's really not much happening here. That's the opening range gap as of now. But we'll drop it on there and we will adjust it as we get closer to 9:30. And today is Friday. Is it leap year? It's the 28th. Is it leap year this year? Friday, Feb 28th. Or do we usually have, I think we usually have 29 days. I don't know. Anyway, let me know if you think it's leap year. Okay. Oh, I got 2 midnights on here. We had news this morning at 8:30. Let's just pop over and see. Update us here. So we had core PCE at 8:30. The forecast was 0.3% and it came in at 0.3%. We've got Trump tentatively speaking today, and there is not a time yet, so that is something just to be aware of. If he suddenly pops on and starts talking, that generally can affect the market. So maybe whoever's trading today, you might want to keep an eye on that. And then the other things I don't really look at too much. While we're here, let's just take a look into next week. So on Monday we have manufacturing. Tuesday we have non-farm employment change. Sorry, that's Wednesday. So Monday and Tuesday I'll be trading, so I'll be here. And then I'm taking Wednesday and Thursday and Friday off. So Wednesday is non-farm employment change, ISM. Thursday we have unemployment claims, and then Friday non-farm employment change and unemployment rate. And Powell speaking tentatively on Friday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for me is just a no bueno. To put it mildly, no bueno. Okay. Look at the wicks this morning. Yeah, exactly, Wasim. It's the same. Has the same effect as an FOMC day. Last month, oh my God, the price action was crazy on the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of the non-farm payroll. Like, any stop that you put in, it was just taking all the stops. It's not fun trading that kind of stuff, right? Why waste your mental and emotional capital trying to trade that stuff when you just want to wait for the days like yesterday? It's nice, clean price action. It's low resistance liquidity. It's so much funner to trade those days, right? Okay, so let's go down to the 1 minute. Let's look for some liquidity. And let's put our 4 a.m. in. And mark up the high and low of the pre-market. So pre-market high is where I have my sell side here, so I'm not going to put an additional line in there, otherwise it just becomes too much. And here I'm going to put pre-market low. And then just objectively looking on the 1 minute to see where we might have buy side and sell side that price could run for. Wouldn't be totally surprised if it ran for the London high, but also that corresponds with this pink box up here. This is the SIBI on the daily time frame. So that's a high time frame. So price could run for that, and it could also run for sell side. It could run for Asia and could come down to these equal lows at 25.13. So let's see what happens. Again, I'm not looking to lose money today. Not only is it important to trade well, but you got to keep your money, right? Okay, so I'm looking at the sell side of Asia, also the London low, and then this area up here. Price failed to retap 4 times. So London did make the high and continues to be the high. Anyway, let's see what happens. It's 9:17. Anyone have big plans for the weekend? Anyone doing anything fun? I'm just going to set up my 5-minute candles, because this is the strategy I trade in the mornings. I mark the high and the low of the 5-minute candle. Although I look at the chart, I like to look at the 1-minute candles as they're forming. Then I wait for a break and retest below or above either side, and that would be a scalp for me. So I'm only looking for a kind of like get in and get out with a 1 to 2 RR. Oh, that's nice. You're going to visit your brother. That's nice. I'm pretty sure my weekend is going to start by about 11 a.m. this morning. I went out for breakfast yesterday. I live in this really, really, really small town. Like, when I'm talking small, I'm talking 22,000 people. Like, I'm talking really small. And I just moved here last year, and I moved from one of Canada's biggest cities. I lived right downtown. And so this has been like a huge adjustment for me to be living in a really, really small town. People are so nice in small towns. Like, that's what I really love about being here, is just everybody says hi. They pass you on the sidewalk and everybody says hi. And at first I was kind of stunned by that. I was like, are they talking to me? I don't even know them. But when you come from like a really, really big city like Toronto, where like everybody is just like head down, on the treadmill all day, nobody talks to anybody. It's kind of it's a cool city in terms of like, if people don't know you, they're not going to talk to you. Anyway, you come to a small town and literally everybody wants to talk to you. Everyone wants to tell you their history and everything. So they have this great breakfast place here. And I think there's only like 3 restaurants in this entire town. Okay. Like, there's not even a movie cinema. There's nothing here. So there's this really great place for breakfast, and it's run by a Greek family, and they make like literally the best breakfast food I've ever had, bar none. It's the most amazing food. And it's so small town here that they close on Sundays and Mondays. So you can't even go out for breakfast like on a Sunday afternoon or a Sunday morning. It's so funny. Like, in a big city, that would be like prime time for people to go out for brunch and stuff, right? Do I have nature here? Yeah, I do. Like, I have a dog, a big dog, and we moved here because there's like trails and stuff. So we're on the trails every day, walking, running. I have an e-scooter that I get around on in the summertime. And that's really nice. There's a waterfall really close to me. And this, a lot of people that live here, you know, they have been horse farmers, dairy farmers, big farmers here. And there's big farmers market in the summer, which is really, really nice. You can get like farm fresh eggs from your neighbor here. I could walk across the street because people have like chickens like all over the place. It's just so different for me, but it's really quite nice. Although sometimes I do miss like big city living, but you're in the hood, Wasim. Be careful what you wish for. I mean, when you come to a small town that doesn't even have like, there's no Uber here. Like you cannot get an Uber. There's no cinema. It's funny. Anyway. Oh, do you? You got a nice dog, Maxie? Oh, that's really nice. My dog just turned 4. I'm going to film I think I'm going to do a video this weekend, and Pi's going to be in the video. He's an awesome dog. I love dogs. I think I love dogs. I shouldn't say that. Maybe I love dogs more than people. No, I love you guys. Okay, so let's just throw this in here. This is a nice size imbalance here. Just throw 1 on there for the 1 minute so that when I'm trading and I'm on these smaller time frames, I know whether they're higher time frame PD arrays or smaller time frame PD arrays. It's 9:22. And let's just take a quick look at ES. So this is our next level on ES here at 5809. There is another level here. Right there. If I don't see a scalp this morning, the next thing I like to look for is a 5-minute break of structure. Like I say, midnight at midnight for me, it's so ambiguous because it was just kind of straddling midnight last night. I just don't see a clear direction. So then I would want to wait for a 5-minute break of structure. I find the lower time frames like the 1 minute or the 2-minute break of structure sometimes can fool you. I want to see a clear directional move and then enter on a fair value gap or an order block or an inverted fair value gap, something like that. But it is highly likely that I won't take a trade today, but let's just see what happens. I like to end a Friday on a high note, It's kind of nice, like to start your weekend. Start your weekend going, I had a good week, good end to the month, good profitable month, and just start your week on a good note, because then you start Sunday night kind of on a positive feel, right? The lunch macro, Wasim, yeah. What time do you usually see? Like, are you talking 11:50 or 12:50? I've had some good trades off the lunchtime, like usually a reversal kind of thing. Is that usually what you're looking for, Wasim? Is a reversal at 11:50 or 12:50? Okay. So 12:15 New York time. Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes the big moves start around 1, even 1:10. I think on Tuesday, I think I had a big trade on Tuesday that started at 1:10. Like it kind of took me by surprise. It started a bit earlier. I was looking. I'm kind of waiting for like the 1:30. But you're right. Those moves can be really great moves to grab. Hey Russell, good morning. Well, that's good to hear, Russell. I went to your channel, Wasim. I was just curious, so I went to your channel. Catching the high of the week, Friday. Yes, yeah, yeah. If you guys want to check out Wasim's channel, he's got some good charts on there, good explanations. You can check him out. See, I'm giving you a plug, Wasim. If you guys can remember to like, share, subscribe, because I'm trying to grow my channel, I would really, really appreciate it, especially if you get some value out of trading together. Oh, yeah, Russell, I hear you. If I had a nickel for every time I rushed a trade, I've really worked on trying to like quell that. Okay, it's 9:30, market's open, so I usually get a little quiet when the market opens. But I hear you, Russell. Like that's been me for the longest time. But I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. All right, let's see what's happening here. Good advice, Wasim. Totally, all those things, you just hit like the three major things. Those are certainly the things that made a big difference for me. Limit, especially limit trading, like have a very specific model that you want to become an expert in, and then cut out all the stupid, I call them the stupid trades. Those are the trades that I lose money on. Yeah, less trading, and then you wait for those really great setups, and they're just worth it. Totally agree with Seam. You just nailed that. Yeah, the random trades, exactly. Exactly. It's just amazing, right? You lose 200 here, 200 there, 200 here, and then before you know it, you're down like $1,000 on the week or something, right? And that's what happens. So you cut out all that chatter, and it makes a big difference to your P&L. Okay, so we swept here. Let's see if we get a bounce up. Yeah, Wasim, very wise. That's it. Just going to put in the first fair value gap of the day. This is now an inverted fair value gap. I'm waiting for it to break above the 5-minute high with a strong candle, come back and retest, and then show some strength in wanting to continue higher. That's my scalping model for the morning. That's what I'm looking for. Could come back to retap this order block. The Sibi seems to be holding here. Those are nice strong candles. That was a nice entry into this Fair Value Gap. That would have been a nice entry for a trade. But my model is this 5-minute candle here. I need to see a retest and then a strong candle back out. That would be my confirmation to go long here. And this is from the trader called Scarface Trading. I don't know if you guys follow him, but he's an excellent trader. This is one of his models, and it's one that I use every morning, or that I look to use every morning. It's my scalping model. It's just a really simple break and retest. And then I use ICT concepts to understand, order flow and kind of what's happening. I'm going to take the org off. Coming up to the macro, the 950 macro. Feels kind of choppy, doesn't it? Okay, well, we have a balanced price range, so I'm going to enter. Pretty choppy. Yeah, that's it. Really choppy, crappy price action. Okay, well, that's enough for me today. That was my excitement. Yeah, really, really choppy. I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go up, but you know what? It's gonna take every stop with it. It's not worth trading this kind of stuff. Right back to the fair value gap. It might come all the way back down to this order block. Well, again, to quote ICT, right? Don't trade the morning after a big move the day before. And ICT isn't afraid to say, I told you so. Okay, I'm done. That's it for me. Ugh, ugh. Too much shoppiness, up and down, up and down. I kind of expect it to come and at least retest this Sibi, because it's retested here a number of times before overnight, but it's too choppy. So, okay, guys, it's 10:03. I'm going to start my weekend, and I hope you guys all have a good weekend. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and help out the channel. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Be back on Monday morning. Have a good one, everyone.